What are you doing? What was wrong?
I keep forgetting that the close screen button on the Apple is on the top.
Oh.
So Samsung and Android is on
Is it? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautifully fine Tuesday daytime. Joe, it's sunny outside.
It is actually quite nice, actually.
The sunshine. The sunshine, a bit of blue sky.
Yeah. It was nice to drive in and it not be pissing down with rain.
Yeah. Welcome back, you wonderful human beings. Hopefully you are enjoying your start to the week. Hopefully Tuesday hasn't been too painful. Welcome back to the Lim and Joe Show. Today, Joe is going to sit there and talk to you about a book.
Yes.
If you haven't already, please make sure.
Sorry, there's someone in chat called Clem Fandango, and I was just thinking about Toast of London. I completely just checked out. It's like, yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you've hit all those magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. And you can hit that button notification icon if you want to be notified whenever we go live in the future. It is, as I keep telling you all, it is towards the end of 11th or 10th edition. We're getting ready for 11th edition, but they are still kicking stuff out and are currently on a pre-order, ready to be released soon, is this beautiful tome in front of us, The LAIR of the Tyrant, which is the Maelstrom book, the narrative arc, and lots of extra stuff for Huron and his boys.
We didn't look at it's fresh, box fresh.
It is box fresh, yeah.
We didn't look at the Titus one, did we?
No, we didn't look at the Titus one, no.
I
don't think they sent us the physical one, to be honest.
They didn't. So it's very nice. Has a nice bong. I put this down.
It is very nice, actually.
Yeah, it's got 4 books in it. I do think this is. I think the set is worth a buy. I am very happy that they're releasing box sets again.
Yeah,
box sets of narrative box sets of books.
Is this the book with build your own characters? I think so. Yeah.
There we go. Smell it. It has got that new smell, like a new car smell. Although my car smells a bit damp. So the first one is LAIR of the Tyrant detachments, which are all the detachments that we currently have for free on the Games Workshop website. Although, as of now, I don't think they've updated the app yet, which is a bit annoying.
Have they not?
No, so this has got Huron's Marauders, the Renegade Warband, Eldritch Raiders, Corsair Coterie, Freebooter Crew, Mercenary Oathband, and that's it. It's literally just the detachments in a nice, helpful little book. So if you do play any of those armies, that is super helpful. I bought the Corsair army box, so I can add Corsairs to my Drakari.
Did you want the Viper out of it? Oh. I would have bought the Viper from you.
Do we have Vipers out the back?
The old ones?
Yeah.
We did. I don't know if we still do.
I know we got... I found one earlier because my good friend Dan said he'd trade me old Vipers for the Forge-World Hornets.
Okay.
And I'm holding him to that now.
So you want to trade my Vipers for Hornets for you?
Yeah, and then you can have the Viper that comes in the box. Okay. It's a roundabout trade.
I see what
you net lose, but I gain.
I want the new Vipers, so I don't care.
Yeah, so you get the new Viper, but if he doesn't, then no, because the new Viper also makes the Corsair car.
It does make the Corsair car, yeah.
And I want a few of those because they're really cool. I'm kind of like leaning to doing, because you could take 500 points of Corsairs in Drakari. So part of me is like, I want to get the 500 points done. I want to do a Solitaire because he's cool.
Solitaire is cool.
And I want to do a bunch of Drakari stuff. And then what might happen is I'll end up with just 2,000 points of Corsair elves because they're cool.
They are cool.
I really like them a lot.
They're growing on me. Now the range has been fleshed out more than just the Voice Guard box.
Yeah.
I'm really...
Yeah, Uriel's really nice.
Uriel's
the new Wizard
beautiful.
Man's really nice. The standard infantry is really nice. It's just really nice. The next book is Lair of the Tyrant, Raid and Ruin. Also, book quality, very nice. Very shiny.
Great for fingerprints.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is that the same? Oh, by the way, Joe, I know we normally do it at the end, but these shows have been working better lately for monetization if we shout about it when it happens.
Yeah?
Mr. Rossonero has gifted 40 members. All by himself already. 10 off of the big 50. 40 members is huge. Thank you so much.
40 members.
You wonderful human being.
Thank you, Rossonero.
Joe's got hope for you.
I hope that you are bought a full Mexican dinner tonight.
Okay, reasonable.
Like burritos, tacos, quesadillas, chimichangas.
I do love a good Mexican.
I love Mexican food so much. I think like I've loved Italian food my entire life. But as I've got older, I'm going more for Mexican stuff.
Okay.
It's really good.
I like Italian food, even though I'm not that bothered. And I know this is going to make you sad, even though I'm not that bothered by pizza. Everything else, everything pasta, whoa.
I love it. It's basically like my partner's out on Wednesday. She goes to a friend's house like every other Wednesday evening. And she's like, what do you have for dinner on Wednesday when we do the food shop? I'm like, pizza. Pizza's like, when you're not home, I eat pizza.
I had pizza last night.
I love pizza so much. Although as I've got older, I have become vastly more intolerant to dairy.
Yeah, mine's gluten, which is partly why I don't really eat pizza.
And
I'm getting old.
Like last night I had pesto pasta with loads of cheese on it. And it was a rough ride. It was a rough ride.
Is this why there's already been a bathroom break today, Jay?
Yeah, I think I'm on the tail end of it now.
Right, okay.
I think I'm coming out the other side. Nice artwork, obviously, in the book. What I want to see from Games Workshop, by the way.
Have they recalled the Dark Eldar box? If you bought the Drakari Maelstrom box, please check it.
If you've received it.
Because
I've heard that basically those people that haven't received it yet, they're not going to receive it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't know what else I'm allowed to say, so I'm being careful because we're under a new retail contract.
After the stream, go and watch Valrak.
I mean, yeah. So people, if you read chat, if you read Harborn's also an independent retailer, he says yes, they have recalled it. Escapade, SFH has got it right. So they have recalled the Maelstrom box for Drakari. I think I'm allowed to say all that. I have no idea.
So here's a narrative book. Welcome to the Maelstrom. In this book, you can fight battles and wage campaigns across the benighted area of the Maelstrom. Whether you field a ragtag group of pirates or the might of a crusading army delving into the Gaia to hunt them down, you'll have the opportunity to forge an eternal legend for yourself. Through your deeds and accomplishments in competition with your friends and rivals, the rules in this book are divided into following sections. Raid and Ruin campaigns. This section includes a campaign set in the uncharted Maelstrom in which players will compete to forge the most formidable reputation for the leader of their force through battle and feats of greatness. Using the rules in this section, you will fight over mysterious treasures, lost artifacts, and fell-touched oddities, which may earn you a greater advantage in your battles or bestow curses upon your attempts to reach notoriety. Raid and Ruin campaigns can also easily be adapted for other styles of play, such as casual and competitive leagues, events, and even competitive tournaments, allowing players to fight to be eternalized in fame and infamy in whichever way you enjoy. That's interesting.
What? In whichever way you enjoy.
Casual and competitive leagues.
Yeah. I like the idea of a casual league.
I think downstairs we should start a league of like this, like a week, because when you open, Tuesday. What's your opening times?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 till 10.
Yeah.
Saturday, 10 till 10. Sunday, 10 till 6.
So let's be honest, Thursdays usually are club nights, aren't they? It's always Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Is it? I don't know.
Like, it was started by Games Workshop. Tuesday nights was always intro night. And then Thursday night was always Veterans night.
Oh, really?
And then...
I think Thursday night started as club night because that was the night GW used to hold their gaming nights, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think it just kind of carried on from there. So like just naturally gaming clubs tend to be on a Tuesday or Thursday. Sometimes they're on a Sunday. Me. Good Lord.
Excuse you, Jay.
And then Incursion missions. This selection provides you with additional rules designed to provide bespoke experience for Incursion battles. That's 1,000 points, isn't it? Incursion. Revised mission sequence, which includes rules for each player to choose their scheme in the coming battle, which determines their mission. Additional mission rules, 12 new missions, and multiplayer rules. These changes to core rules are used in 2 of the missions, one of which is for 3-player and one of which is for 4 players. That's good.
4 players is cool.
Yeah.
So one of them's for 3 players.
3-player and 4-player.
That's cool as well, actually.
So that's good that there's like an official rule. So I think, downstairs, having a league where you don't allow named characters, but you create a character is really, really cool. And you could have like a simple whiteboard, chalkboard kind of thing with like each player and their name character kind of thing.
Yeah.
Would be really cool. And their wins and losses and infamy. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm not going to read every single page, but I'm just reading the introduction bits because I do think there's also something we could do on the channel. So like until 7th edition comes out, we can do games where we have created a named character for the army that we're playing. And if we play that army multiple times, then we can slip that person in. Or between now and 11th, we all picked like 2 armies. And we only play those 2 armies. But we use them to like create a narrative going into the new edition. Because people love that stuff.
Well,
weirdos.
We say that.
Yeah.
I believe people love that stuff, and then it just never really gets
But
supported.
then we do it, and then no one gives us any money.
Right, exactly. No one doesn't really support
people
it.
People are like, I love that so much.
People
do
like,
that, and then no one shows up.
Less chapter approved, more narrative fun stuff. We do narrative fun stuff, and for the most part, nothing happens. We go back to chapter approved, and it's straight back up to hitting all the targets. Like, well, what do you want, people? What do you want, people? When does your shop open up? Friday, 2 p.m. Friday is our first opening day to the general public. There is. I need to put it in places. There is a link tree for Hobby House. So linktr.ee/Hobby House UK. I think it is, and you can book tables on there if you want to come and play. But I need to start sharing that link around places. It's in Discord. If you're in the Discord, it's in the announcement section in Discord.
Play the campaign. You can play a Raid and Ruin campaign with 2 or more players. To set up the campaign, simply gather together all the players who want to be included and agree how many battles each participant will play. That's quite important. I think that's actually a good rule to set. If you're doing a narrative campaign,
you have to commit.
You have to commit. One of the worst things you ever do as a club is a bunch of people say, "Yeah, I'll do it." You go, "Cool, we're going to do it over the next 10 weeks," and then one person turns up once, a couple people just don't turn up. Some people turn up every time, and some people are super like unreliable. I think if you agree how many each person is going to commit to, they kind of have to stick to it. Because some people are like, yeah, I can make it every week, and then they might go, oh, I've got like a stomach ache.
Yeah,
that's like fine. But like, you say we'll do it over 10 weeks. If everyone agrees to do 8, that's doable, right? We recommend at least 4 battles each. You can arrange pairings between players. However, you decide for these battles. You might, for example, use a tournament structure where players are paired together based on their record wins, draws, and losses, which I do like. It's a lot easier for running events. You You might instead rely on players organising their own games around their opponents that will be available at the time and the place convenient to them. Also good for club nights.
Hobby House.
At Hobby House. However, you do it, you just need to ensure that each player plays the same number of battles. Each battle should be played using one of the missions in this book, following the sequence described on page 24. Note that there is one mission for 3 players and one mission for 4 players. If 3 or 4 players want to play in the same battle, use those missions. That's really good. That's a really good thing to have in this book for a campaign. Say 4 people arrange to play on one club night.
Yeah.
But one person is sick, car breaks down, has horrific diarrhea from too much cheese. You go, cool, you can join our game. We could just slip you in. Slip in you. After each battle, players will gain notoriety points, NP, and identify the spoils of war they won during the battle. For each victory point, players will gain 1 notoriety point. Players can also gain notoriety points by achieving various challenges, page 12, throughout their campaign. That's really, really good.
I like the idea of points being scored. It depends what you can spend them on, though. Because the issue I had with things like Crusade is often on certain things there were just broken combinations you could, and people would like. And I don't care what anyone says. Even narrative gamers are power gamers. Oh, look at this really broken thing I can use my points on and spend it. Or there was this thing like this negative impact, but I could just spend points and ignore it.
Yeah,
those sorts of things really. Those sorts of mechanics annoy me.
We'll have a minute. And then it says no Corsair left behind. This is also an important rule, which I think I'm glad they've included it. It says this campaign relies on each player playing the same number of battles. If, for whatever reason, one player has fewer battles played at the end of the campaign, any player in the campaign can play a mission with that player, but will not receive notoriety points or titles for playing, and their victory count will not be increased if they win.
But the person who's behind,
they'll
count.
Up.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So if someone does drop out a couple of occasions, your other mate can be like, I'll step in and play you on a mission where only one of us will score any kind of points. I'm into that.
Yeah. And then there's...
This is the thing is, though, that what annoys me, right, this all sounds really good. And it does sound really good. It does. But this is shit that we probably should have had in from the beginning of the edition. So whilst people are away playing their chapter approved and Prior Nexus and Leviathan mission decks, I don't understand why we haven't had something like this available to us at the same time.
I think it's... These things always come in at the end. Like boarding actions came in right at the end. Yeah. And I'm just... Maybe they're just like... I think that this is something that should have been there at the start. 100%. My hope is that it carries over for 11th.
Yeah, I think
so. They release it now.
So. I think it will, but I hope 11th. So, yeah.
I think the problem is Games Workshop's sales schedule, they know that there's going to be a 6-month gap between the end of all codexes releasing and the new edition. And they're like, we need to fill that hole with stuff. So we need to save some stuff for then. And that's why they're releasing all the good Chaos stuff now, kind of thing. Which is a shame. Especially when you think that boarding actions got released and then they just completely index the entire game.
Yeah. That one sucks, but I can't see them indexing 11th, so I think this is safe.
So this should definitely... it's called Crusade, but people disliked it due to the admin. This looks like less admin heavy because it just goes... Your army kind of stays the same. You do challenges, collect spoils. You get the Thirsting Chalice. It's my new Instagram name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fits.
Yeah, so... They go it's just the characters that are important, just on the units. And then each of your spoils of war gives you a thing. So the Thirsting Challenge, the end of the battle, if your warlord is on the battlefield and you are not the victor, gain 1 notoriety point. So stuff like that. So you just get cool stuff, but doesn't necessarily affect just only characters. At the end of the Salvaged Intelligence, at the end of the deploy army steps, select 1 unit from your army. That unit is on the battlefield until the end of the battle. Models in that unit have the Scout's ability. You get some cool melee weapons. The Wisp Saber. 5 attacks, hits on 2, strength 6, AP 4, damage 2.
Oh, that's slightly different, AP 4 damage 2.
Yeah, I think it's just... and there's a lot. There's just a whole I say a whole book. One of my favourite pieces of Warhammer art ever.
They didn't see it. He just said it out loud.
This one. It was the limited edition Chaos Codex cover. It's a great piece of art. That's how the whole 9th edition Chaos Codex was, and it was one of the best laid out Chaos Codexes they ever did.
Yeah.
And then they just removed it. And then there's missions, which we could probably do on the channel, but these are based on 1,000 points. But that's what's really good for clubs, the club night, because people only have to do 1,000 points. And Toby's done those really cool narrative tables downstairs. So you could go, I'm running Eldar tonight. Can we use an Eldar table? I'm using Necrons tonight. Can we use a Necron table? Or my Red Corsairs are raiding your space facility. Can we use the spaceship facility board?
It is a cool board, that one.
It is really nice. Toby and me are basically trying to get 2,000 points of Imperial Fists and Iron Warriors done kind of as quickly as possible so we can do a cool narrative game.
On that terrain?
On that terrain.
On the channel?
On the channel.
Oh, my. That terrain is fucking gorgeous.
It's really, really nice. And we're going to... But also, once I want to get more Gene Stealers done, because we want to trial... We were talking about this earlier. Trial making some kind of Space Hulk.
Yeah.
So...
I'm here for it.
It's like Space Hulk, but with boarding action rules. But with like slight adaptations. And then there's just... Well, there's a different mission sequence. Muster armies.
Muster armies. Thank you, by the way, Mr. the Harborn, for 5 gifted memberships.
I hope, Mr. Harborn, that you are legally allowed to install a giant net that falls down near the front of your shop to capture people, and you're legally allowed to force them to buy product. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they come in...
Can you tell them specifically what products to buy, or just anything?
They go buy it.
Oh, okay.
Like they have a little look around, you stop what you're doing because it's a bit quiet, and you go stand at the till. Having worked in retail, it's the most annoying thing ever when you're just like vibing, getting jobs done, like tied in. You go, I've got to go and just walk over and just stand at a till now. And they have a look around for like 5-10 minutes, and they're like, okay, cool, bye, and then walk out. You're like, bam, net, grab a box off the shelf. Who's buying this?
Yeah, you can't just walk in and do nothing.
Yeah, I talked about this the other day. It's like I always buy a paintbrush when I'm in there, or a pot of paint, because like
you feel guilty.
I feel guilty for going in and not buying anything.
If I go to a Games Workshop, it's normally because I'm going to buy something. I don't go for any other reason.
I always go into Games Workshop. If I see one, I always go in.
Do you?
Yeah.
I literally phone up Southampton. Like, have you got this? I'm like, yeah. I was like, cool. Can you hold it for me? I'll be over in a bit.
I just think I don't seek them out. But if I see one, I'm going in. Going in.
Thank you, Nick, for $5. He says end of edition is peak YOLO to balance. So peak for narrative. Otherwise, usual suspects will just go, OMG, this can be min-maxed and ditch it. There was I don't know if you noticed this. You probably didn't, but he's one of your favourites. There was a tweet, I think it was, put out by Stone Mountain 64 recently, and he'd quoted something that someone had said and asked, do people think this is true? And they said basically streamers have ruined video games, right? Because it's all about competitive, and it's all about that kind of like pushing that content constantly. So people are constantly putting it on the internet because then you get that marketing, and streamers whinge about things that normal people don't have problems with because normal people don't play that many hours of the game and blah, 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 right? So,
anyway.
So it's interesting that he said that. And I was thinking about it, I was like, do I think streamers have ruined video games? I don't.
No. I
don't know if I do, but then I was kind of linking it to Warhammer. I'm like, do I think the competitive scene has ruined Warhammer? And I don't know if I... No. So I think that there are things that are done specifically for matched and tournament play that I don't like, but do I think the competitive scene has ruined Warhammer? I don't think so. I don't think it has.
No.
I don't think we can put it just on them.
I don't think the game is ruined. I think the game's great. So... This is true for Warhammer as well as computer games. right? If you're a very busy, large, well financially rounded business that wants to continue to grow, and your product is well used in a community of people that is also supported by YouTube creators, right? You want to know, in today's society, it was harder back in the day, but obviously because YouTube exists, you want to know what people like about your game, what they don't like about your game, and you want feedback on that is reliable.
You do,
so
yeah,
you
absolutely.
have to use data that is available to you. So YouTube has become a form of data collection for companies of all types, from computer games to coffee brands to camera equipment to clothes, right?
Yep.
They go, this person is doing this person is popular, what are they doing that people like? That other people that are doing something similar aren't getting as many views. Sometimes it's down to personality and popularity, right? But sometimes it's down to this channel is playing a competitive version of the game and they're getting 100,000 views. This person's doing a narrative version of the game, they're getting 10,000 views. So data, the numbers suggest that a competitive version of the game is 10 times more popular.
Yep.
Right? And like, we know people like competitive, we know people like narrative, and we follow the numbers. We do a competitive game. We literally just said it. 250, 400 people turn up to watch a competitive game of Warhammer, and they will financially reward us for doing so. Right? And people in the comment section will go, I hate competitive 40k, it's the worst, it's killed 10th edition, play more narrative. And multiple people will do that. So we go, people are calling for that, so we'll do it. And then we do it. Less than 200 people turn up to watch it, and no one pays. We are not financially rewarded for playing a narrative game of Warhammer. And that's the same for computer games as well, right? This guy's playing Call of Duty competitively. He's getting loads of numbers. He's now playing Armor, which is like a narrative-driven PC shooter. Less people watch it.
Yep.
So people go, well, that's what people enjoy. I'm going to keep doing that. So it's not streamers that are killing the game. It's people consuming the content.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty right.
And we're not saying it's your fault, but the problem is a business goes, this is the numbers, this is what we'll do. And for people like Games Workshop, for people like Activision, they look at what people are doing and they follow that trend. They obviously see that people like narrative, so they supply narrative for the people that's what they want. But yeah, you just got to follow numbers. And also, right, when they get feedback from the base, it's easier to get feedback from a YouTuber who has the numbers in front of them. I've done 200 streams this year. This is the streams that did good. These are the streams that did bad, right? Instead of going to Joe Public, right? Because Joe Public are a group of unhinged lunatics.
And everyone has their own agenda.
Yeah, everyone has their own agenda, and they're often more vocally loud about it as well.
I want Tyrannid to be better because I'm a Tyrannid player. I want Tau to be better because I'm a Tau player.
Yeah. So, like, whereas streamers and content creators can be more biased because they play all the armies and they go, these are the army streams that do well, these are the army streams that do bad. And that's reliable data. Where someone goes, I played 100 games with my Tyrannids. I lost every single one. Tyranids are shit. All Tyranids should have minus 1 to be wounded with a 5-up, feel no pain, advance and charge, and they only need to be damage 4. And
this is Joe's personal wish list right now.
Right. But that's the problem is that Joe Public, right? That's how they react. And it's difficult to get that one. That's why like Games Workshop never really does player like worldwide global campaigns because the numbers are too easily like skewed for battles by people playing at home because some people playing at home aren't going to be honest. Like sometimes those games don't even exist.
Yeah.
Some person or multiple people might log that their Eldar beat 10 different armies in a weekend. But they didn't play any games. They just sat at home and just submitted fake results because they want the Eldar to do better. So it's easier to go through Instagrammers, content creators, and stuff like that, just because it's more reliable data.
Basically, we're gods, so deal with it.
But I do want to say, not all content creators are all like open, honest, wonderful people like us, right? There are content creators who cheat at the games that they're playing. You know, there's people that will hack on Call of Duty because they want to look good. You know, and they only want the game to play in a certain way because it's good for clips because they just want their channel to be bigger.
Yeah. But
I think companies that look at the people they get feedback from and do go, oh, that person's an unreliable source.
I think you get a feel for it.
Yeah.
But you also can't deny audience figures ultimately. So, you know.
Yeah.
Evan, thank you for the one gifted. We're up to 46 chat. I also saw your comments in chat about phones, right? Where I said I phone Games Workshop. There's a turn of phrase. I don't actually phone Games Workshop. I send them a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
I go Facebook Messenger, Warhammer Southampton, have you got this thing? One of them will get back to me. I don't use the phone. They've got this thing because Toby wants a phone downstairs and I don't want a phone. And he's like, well, they can phone up and book a table. I was like, well, then they can just go on the link and book a table. Well, and, you know, the only answer he's got then is, what if they want to phone ahead and see if we've got stock in? Well, just turn up.
I'd be really fucked off if I turned up and he didn't have it.
It's a long way for you, though.
I know, but, like, if someone's like, well, there's a shop in town, I go have a look, and they come here, and they're like, oh, I don't know what I want. But if they can phone up...
This is hobbyists. If you turned up for a fucking, I don't know, a Knight Lancer, and we didn't have one... You'd probably walk out with an Acheron. Oh, they've got that one though. It's what hobbyists are like, and they go, "I'll get that one now, and I'll get the Lancer next."
I think give like Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, allow a way for people to contact the shop.
I'm going to get a shop mobile phone, right? Because there's no contract cost. You buy the handset outright, and then because you're not making phone calls, you put £10 credit on the phone, right?
Yeah.
So if you ever need to phone 999, you can. But everyone's got their own personal mobiles anyway. And then if people need to phone us, there's a phone number. And if people want to WhatsApp us, and we can log into Facebook on it and all sorts of stuff, right? So people can answer Facebook messages, WhatsApp messages, all sorts. But I'm just never going to answer it. Ever. Not going to happen. So.
I'm going to sign up to BT. Yeah. Sign up to all the things. I think
I'm trying to get through to Toby that the people that like to phone ahead for stuff are slowly dying out because they get.
I think realistically, most people, if they specifically want something, will just order it on the internet.
Well, quite exactly.
Right? Like if they want something specific, they'll order it on the internet. Most of the people that'll be shopping with us are coming here because they want to play games or just want somewhere to hang out for the day, and then they'll buy something if we've got it on the shelf.
I hate phone calls anyway, you know that. I hate phone calls.
Yeah?
I hate them. I hate people going, tell you what, you stop what you're doing so you can talk to me for a while. I don't want to. You message me, I can get back to it when I'm ready.
Yeah, but what if... Yeah, but that's also really annoying. As someone that messages you regularly, it's really fucking annoying.
Why?
Because sometimes I need an answer relatively soon. Or like if I need you to order something and you'll message me back like a day later, or you won't message back at all, and I'll come here and I'll be like, "Did you order it?" You're like, "No." Great. Now I have to wait longer.
Yeah.
It's just the slightest bit annoying and rage-inducing. But, I don't mind phone calls. I don't understand people that don't like phone calls. I have to make phone calls for my partner.
Do you? Why?
She was like I'd get the car booked into the garage. Can you phone the garage? Because I don't want to talk to him. I'm like, I know why, because the guy at the garage is fucking weird. But like it does happen a lot, and I've never understood it. Especially people our age who grew up in a time before texting, when we had our phones were literally stuck to the wall.
Yeah, you had to dial, press it, yeah.
Never understood it.
I remember before you even had to put the area code in. So it used to be, my mum and dad's home number used to be 6 digits, and you'd phone it, and then you had to put in the extra 2 digits, and then you had to put in the whole thing.
I can understand people not answering their phone if they don't recognise the number. Because I'm be like, if you're calling me, clearly... Because like the people that have my phone number, I gave it to them. And when they call me, I'll also have their phone number. Or they'll message me and say, you got time for a chat? Whereas if someone calls me and I don't recognise the number, I just won't answer it because clearly my phone number's been sold by a website or someone I bought a product from 10 years ago.
If the website shows what stock is in store and what is online only, then there will be no need to phone the shop, which is possible. It's possible.
If someone calls me and tells me I've been in a car crash, I'm always like, yeah, maybe you can help me. I was drunk at the time. I didn't see that couple.
Yeah. Did you know where I buried the child?
Yeah. And that they hang up very quickly.
Yeah. Amazing. I just, it's preference and it's personal preference. I don't like phone calls. I can't stand them. Same as voice notes. Voice notes really fuck me off.
Yeah?
Yeah, because because of the way my brain works, I can't like listen to a voice note on the go. I have to stop and listen to it. And often I might have to take it into different rooms. If the telly's on in the lounge, I don't want to piss loose off. So I'll take the phone somewhere else, listen to the voice note, and someone sends you a 3-minute voice note, you're like, you fucking... Why must I stop so I can listen to you talking at me? Because you couldn't be fucking bothered to type.
Especially when voice to text works.
Voice to text does, well, yeah.
But I don't like voice notes because I'm like, if I'm like airbrushing, like if I'm painting, I can't let the stuff dry. I can literally go swipe it down and then have a look, right? Whereas like if it's a voice note, I have to physically unlock my phone to go to it.
Ugh.
It's just a bit...
Ugh. Just self-centered people that send voice notes.
Yeah. How do you feel about people that send you a video recording of their face? It's like a video voice note, as it were.
Do people do that?
Yeah.
No, I think I block them at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those shoes look worn. They're motorcycle shoes, and they're worn because they rub on concrete a lot. But they're fine. They'll be fine. They're good enough. Do the job.
You could buy us new shoes.
You could. I mean,
I bought these off eBay and they came new, but they're real squeaky.
I've had a single £5 super chat so far, chat. So if you want to get involved, £5 on a super chat, you tell us your biggest pet hate. Yeah. Voice notes actually might be my biggest pet hate.
Yeah,
maybe. There's lots to be fair. I'm a grumpy fucker, but. It might be my biggest pet hate. The other thing I hate as well, here's another thing I hate, right? I get this quite a lot with people that I know, and their partner will fucking FaceTime them. I'm like...
If they were tyres, you'd fail your MOT. Yeah, but I don't travel at 40 miles an hour. Right?
Yeah, I got other reasons to fail MOT as well.
If I'm travelling at like 40 to 60 miles an hour, not inside a vehicle, something's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. So the other thing that fucks me off, right, is... So I don't like phone calls anyway, but if someone's like partner or whatever phones them, cool, they answer the phone call, off they go, right? They go talk to someone, cool, whatever. Why is it different when some cunt gets a fucking FaceTime or a video call, right? Why do they have to answer it and start talking and they don't walk away and they go, oh, say hello to Joe? I'm like, fuck off, I don't want to talk to them. Don't wave that fucking camera in my face. It annoys me. Really fucks me off when people answer video calls and be like, oh, and you're still there going, hi, I don't have anything to say to you. Because if I did, I'd have messaged you. All right? How's your day? It's fucking awkward. I don't like it.
I don't like it when people do loudspeaker phone calls in the car. When they phone, like they're talking to their partner or whatever. I'm just sat there. Like,
we've had it. You can literally hear the conversation in the car from inside the house. But hey, Ollie's in chat. Hey, Ollie. Blackheart Mini's in chat. Two things. One, get him a membership. Secondly, he's on a video on Hobby House downstairs and some reels and stuff on Instagram.
Are we allowed to talk about him? He's not a member.
I will, because he's done some amazing work for Hobby House already.
I'll allow it.
So I'll let him go.
Yeah.
So check out Black Heart Minis. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go watch him, and also check him out on Instagram. He says Toby and I regularly send 5 minute long or more voice notes to each other. He did start sending me voice notes, and then he stopped because I just wasn't listening to them. And he learned. He learned. Pet peeves coming through, Joe. Lehman Russ says, not you guys, but entitled YouTubers. Who might that be?
I won't name names, but I've met some content creators in our space. I've said hi to them, and within about 10 seconds, they go, "Do you want a picture?"
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you really?
And I've gone,
No.
no. No.
That's like the equivalent of, do you know who I am?
Yeah, but it's like, I did it once to someone, and I didn't know they were a content creator. I was just like in a queue buying a drink,
Yeah.
right? And we were just talking. I don't know how we started talking. It's like about it's just people that like the same hobby, like in the same place, just chatting shit. And they're like, "Oh, do you want a picture?" And I was like, "I don't know who you are. You've not even told me your name." And I'm like,
But we live in this weird niche space, right? Just because 100 people are watching us live, we often go to these big Warhammer events and expect half the people there to know who we are, which is not true. I actively try not to do that, and I always try and be very humble and act with a lot of humility, like things like Beachhead, for example. And a lot of people do come up and say, "I watch the shows, love what you're doing." I assume every single person there doesn't know who I am.
yeah, so when I play games at events and stuff, I always assume the person doesn't know who I am, right? And I won't tell them who I am. I won't tell them what I do. Sometimes I'll play a whole game and someone will be like, "Oh, I really enjoy your channel, by the way. I like what you do." Oh, cool, right? But I'm not like, I'll never bring it up. If someone goes, "Oh, what do you do for a job?" I'll tell them, but like,
What do you tell? What do you say?
I normally just say I'm a painter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
When I got stopped by the police the other day, I told him I was a painter. Got done for a speeding ticket.
Because he was travelling at 40 miles an hour outside of a car.
Yeah, inside of, yeah. He was like, "Whoa, ghost." I was so annoyed. I was going down a hill and a car slowed down to pull in. So I went around to go down the hill. So I accelerated a bit. And as I accelerated, he fucking stepped out of a fucking bus stop at the bottom of the hill. And I was like, I must have been going over the limit for like 5 seconds.
The other thing I hate, right? So phone calls, I don't like them anyway.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have a phone call, take your phone call. Off you go. No problems. What I hate is people that take phone calls, put it on speakerphone, and then talk like this. And walk around with it like this.
Yeah.
Like, do that and have it on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to hear it. Why do you need to do? And you see them walking down the street like this. I'm like, why did? What's the fucking difference?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's because they want people to hear, because they want to feel important.
It's
people that walk around with music playing on their phone, like walking around the streets. I'm like, headphones, mate.
Yeah, that fucking really annoys me, that one. Grips my shit. Predators, don't you hate text-to-speech emojis, smiley face emojis? Yes. After last night, I do.
What?
Last night, Predators spent about 30 fucking quid, bless him, on super chats, and he super chatted as many emojis as he could fit in it, because the text-to-speech bot that I have on my normal weekly night shows reads them all out like smiley face emoji, sad face emoji, and it was
That's cool.
it was fucking torturous, Joe. Utterly torturous. Thank you, Robin. He says, I hate cyclists that don't stop at red light crossings. It annoys me so much that they get away with it. Just run them over. Why not? Boom, boom, boom. There you go, done.
I'll beep at them.
Yeah?
Like, if they bomb through a red light, I'm always like, I hope you get hit.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to obey the rules, I hope you get punished for it, by God.
Joined just in time for the old man yells at Cloud segment. I am, look, chat, right? December this year, I turned 40. I'm allowed to moan, and I'm moaning a lot because I'm just annoyed with people nowadays. And what I used to do is I used to just not say anything and just not be bothered. And now I'm just fucking. I've got to a point. I think you get to a point in life where the filter kind of goes away. I'm just gonna say what I think now.
What I don't like is shorts, like Instagram, YouTube shorts, where they're like, "Hi, my name's Jeff. Today we're talking about this." I'm like, "Why are you shouting at me?
You have a microphone."
Yeah, like why? I don't care who you are. Just show me what you're doing. All right. I don't care what your name is. If your YouTube short or thing that you've created is interesting enough for me to watch all of it, because the world we live in nowadays, you're like 2 seconds off, can't bother. Like, unless if what you've created is interesting enough that I'll watch the whole thing, I will then go and find out who you are, because it creates intrigue. If your video starts and you're screaming at me who you are, like I subscribe, I'm like, no, I'm not a child. Don't shout at me.
I hate baseball caps indoors.
Yeah?
Why are you wearing it indoors? You're indoors.
Yeah.
No need.
Yeah. I will accept a soft cap, like a beanie, or
maybe
cowboy hat.
My
cowboy hats are appropriate everywhere.
My teaching was headdress, which my beret when I was in the army, headdress on at all times, walk inside a building, take it off immediately.
But what if you got like a shit lid, You've got to cover it up.
Thank you, Ram O'Clock, for the $5. Any social media video that starts, guys, I just found. No, those caring, understanding 90s types can fuck right off.
There's a new trend that really bugs me, right? Is people who do food recipes of trending food recipes. They're like, hi, I'm going to do this trending food recipe so you don't have to, and rate it for you. So you're doing a reaction video to another video. You're like, it's like, I haven't made that food when I saw it the first time. I don't care that you've made it to tell me if it's good or not. Because they always end in like, oh, that was great. This is how I did it. Oh, I don't care.
Oh my God, Rossonero.
Thank you, Rossonero.
That's him at 50 now, Jay.
Yeah. I hope that your social media is only filled with interesting people.
Yeah.
That you care about.
And slags.
Yeah. Let's not forget those.
Let's not forget your primary reason for using Instagram.
Yeah. Me, Josh, and Tom were playing Battlefield the other day, and I, for a long time, had turned off the game chat in the corner because it just annoyed me.
Oh, Battlefield, the text box. Yeah. I turn it off quite a lot.
But I've turned it on again recently because
I turn it off if I'm streaming because it gets very offensive.
Yeah. But that's why I've turned it on. Because like I need that tea whilst I'm playing. And someone with the other team was just like, for the big titty goth girls.
Yeah.
For ladies in fishnets. I was like, a man of quality. I literally learned how to use the text box because it's really hard to use on the console. So I could be like, well done.
Yeah.
But the problem is that just encouraged him, and then it got a bit racist and we stopped.
Okay.
We were like, we're not going to talk to you anymore.
Let's not do that. Yeah.
You had us, and then you lost us.
I used to love leaving that chat box on, so it only pop up when someone said something, and then I was doing some content, and there was some very interesting gamer words that went in there, and I was like, that's going to go away now. We're not going to watch that anymore. I'm not going to look at that. Ted, thank you for the one gifted. Thank you, Nick, as well, for another $5. He says, people with really strong opinions, then you engage and realise they don't actually know anything. They just heard it elsewhere and want to sound clever. That's regurgitating shit you've seen on social media and presenting it as fact. That me.
I want a law to say at the start of the video, this video was created using AI.
Yeah, I want that.
The government has to pass a law saying this video was created with AI.
Correct. I agree.
Because the amount of absolute bollocks.
I can't tell you how many times Luce has sent me or shown me a reel or a short, and I've gone, it's AI. She's like, she goes to the comments, AI. You can normally, at the moment, currently, you can normally tell by the audio. There's like this sound to it that makes it sound fake.
Well, without sounding like a massive mega dweeb, right? I was watching some World War II stuff, and one came out saying that like the Americans created the Thompson as a reaction to the Americans creating like the MP-44, right? Because the British and the Americans and the French only had bolt action weapons until the Germans created the MP-44. And I was like, there are a lot of automatic weapons before we got to there. And I was like, this is just wrong.
Yeah.
Like, not like,
And presented as fact.
This information is going out to a small crowd, right? To begin of World War II gun enthusiasts, right? But providing false knowledge under the guise of an informational video does my nut in.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like,
I'm
why?
with you. I'm with you, mate.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Grips
with you.
me.
Onyx, thank you for 5 gifted memberships.
Yeah. Plus, it's really annoying for gooning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
Onyx.
Onyx.
Right there in front of you. Look.
I hope that you this weekend are gifted a piece of field artillery.
Nice.
Yeah, with accompanying ammunition.
We should do a new podcast, Joe. Not a Warhammer one. Just a standard podcast.
Yeah.
Shit we don't like. Old man rants. We just do that, right?
Yeah, but
Pick a topic, talk about that for an hour.
I feel like we should be in silhouette though. I've had this discussion with a couple
with
friends.
a voice change.
Yeah, because I'm a really big fan of Finn versus history, but he's got away with the things that he says because he's already established in that place. So like a lot of stuff he says and talks about, it's like satire, and it's understood that that's satire. There's thoughts and feelings that I have and sometimes vocalize that cannot be put on the internet.
Correct.
And I don't want those to get loose and people know that it was me that said it.
Okay, well, there you go. Maybe there's a new podcast idea for us,
Yeah.
a generic one that can get bigger than even Warhammer. Thank you anyway, you wonderful human beings, for all those gifted. That's 62 members so far.
Yeah.
We've got for all the super chats. I'm trying to do it slightly differently on the Liam and Joe show and do them as they come in mostly because I feel like the engagement's slightly better for you guys.
People want attention.
Yeah, well, people super chat because they want attention ultimately, and that's good. That's what it's there for. That's what you should use it for. And then what we do is we go, yeah, we're going to answer them all at the end. And then there's a few occasions where I've seen people come into chat and go, have they read my super chat yet? And we obviously haven't because of the way the Liam and Joe works. So we're trying to change it slightly. I'm trying to tweak it slightly. Joe did it first on his solo show where he responded immediately. I did it last Thursday where I responded immediately. I think it feels better, so we're going to try that. All right. I
know I hate fake renovate. So I really like fake renovate. I really like. It's so sad. I watch them all the time. Like renovation videos, but also people creating like huts and underground places like during camping.
Yeah.
Like the wilderness boys and stuff where like people go into the there's a guy who's like creating this really nice like wood hut in a lake in America. There's a woman who's literally building an entire log cabin on her own with all the industry in the Australian outback kind of. It's like I love watching that. But then like there's this, or like they'll go, oh, I found this old house, and then they'll renovate it and put it apart. But now there's like these really god awful fake AI ones where it's like a time lapse where there's a house in the woods and then it kind of gets stripped away and then all this stuff goes in. And I'm like, oh, as a concept, it's cool. But then they're like, oh, we've just stripped all of the trees off of the Peruvian rainforest and we've renovated a pyramid for people to live in. I'm just like, I hate this.
I really hate like the new AI things you're talking about, right? Where people like there's been a load of people like doing resin floor builds.
Yeah. Oh, fake resin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got shown one of those, and I was like, were you not concerned when they were pouring the resin on the floor they were stood on? That was the problem.
But some resin poor people can stand on it because they've got special shoes with spikes that allows them to walk in it. So but that's just. But it's like, There was, or the other ones is I do these videos. Like, oh, I found this injured fox and I took it home and raised it, kind of thing, and now we're best friends. But no one in the comments has noticed that the fox changed color 6 times, and at one point it just runs through a wall, and I'm just like, I hate this. Because YouTube, there's something like 1,000 videos uploaded to YouTube like every second of the day.
There's more.
Right.
So YouTube uploads. I'll Google this. Hang on.
I imagine that's quadruple. I reckon the number of videos uploaded to YouTube is quadrupled in like since the newest version of AI just got created.
What does it say?
But there is one AI video
much.
which is hilarious, and it will never not be funny. It's when Anakin and Padme are talking, and it's like, it's like we need more RAM for our AI company, and she's like, to cure cancer, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
She looks back at him, he's just staring, and then looks back at her, and she stands up, and she's got massive boobs.
720,000 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every day, which equates to over 30,000 hours of content uploaded every hour.
and I reckon 99.99999% of it is just shite. But the videos I most appreciate on YouTube or Instagram or I don't do X, but like I think it's on X or Facebook, right? The videos I do appreciate is from a 40-year-old DIY dad, right? Or builder, electrician, engineer, car mechanic, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the best because those are the ones I always go for the actual helpful information.
Yeah.
Right.
So often those people's videos, you can tell they're not doing it for views.
Yeah.
They're just doing it because they're sharing some info.
My piece of shit Fiat Punto fucking heating stopped working, and I was like, why isn't it working? And I Googled it for fucking ages, and then some random dad is like, oh, my daughter's car keeps breaking. What it is a fuse fault, but the fuse isn't in the fuse box. It's actually behind the glove compartment underneath this thing. And then I found it, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So helpful. Those are the best videos because they come from people that are genuinely trying to help.
Yeah, the amount of absolutely shockingly shit videos I've watched, because you search something like how to change a sensor or how to replace this or how to do that or whatever, and it's normally quite a niche thing, and it will pop up that this specific brand of motorcycle with this specific part has been fitted or changed. You're like, well, I've not got lots of options, so I'm going to watch anyway. And it's the shittest video you've ever seen that someone's done in their dimly lit garage with terrible audio. But you know what they do? They give you the exact information you need. So you're like, I'm going to watch it because he's going to tell me exactly what I need to do.
Because and what bugs me, right, is put this down.
We'll get back to
it. Right, what bugs me, right, is we were talking about this in Thanes the other day, and they were talking about Warhammer carry cases.
Yeah, we've got loads now.
But we live in this realm within Warhammer hobby. Even in like historicals, it doesn't matter what part it is. In the modelling industry, when someone sponsors a channel, they don't normally do it financially. They give you product, which is fine, right? I like free shit. I'm not normally going to complain. But the problem is you're always kind of expected to give a good feedback.
Yeah.
Right? So no one gives honest feedback.
We do.
Right.
Look where it's got us.
Yeah. That's why some people are growing. That's why some people stay the same. But we give honest feedback, which often means that we don't get many sponsorships.
No, we don't.
But I think that's also a glaring indictment of the people creating the product, right? And one thing we were talking about in the Thanes, but they were talking about carry cases and about what ones to buy and which ones to get. And for ages, everyone was using the white IKEA paper trays. They were metal, square, they fit into IKEA unit, but someone created a bag that you could put it in. It was like the first magnetic carry case that everyone was using, right? And I bought it because everyone was saying it was great, right? Buy this, it's a magnetic carry case, it's wonderful, you could do it, right? And it's cheap. And I bought it. Not one single person mentioned that it weighed a fucking ton. It was super heavy.
More than a house.
And I was like, no one told me this. I don't want to take this to a tournament. It's too heavy. Like, it's not. I was like, and no, and also like, no one mentioned that it doesn't glue together, so it literally pulls apart really easy. So if you dropped it, the whole thing's just gonna fucking collapse in on itself.
Yeah, and then all your stuff inside is no longer protected.
Yeah,
it's all crushed.
So I'm like, this wasn't helpful. No one told me this.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like we need to do more honest reviews.
We do
about stuff.
We do.
And I feel like businesses and stuff need to go more honest reviews.
I've had this. If a company comes to me and says, "Can you review this product?" I'm like, "Yeah." How honest can I be? You can be as honest as you want. Then I'll review the product.
But we also say
if they say to us, you know, we want a 2-minute ad integration, and we want it to be a really positive response, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, the big one for me, the big one. I want to approve it before you put it out there.
Yeah.
No, fuck off. Not a chance.
The one that I don't like, and it happens a lot, and some people have stopped communicating with us afterwards because they're like messaged you and you haven't responded because it's you, so they've messaged me. But I give the same response that you've given, which is normally, hey, can you push out our Kickstarter for this? Can you talk about this? Can you show this off? Because and I'm like, can you send us one? And they're like, no.
So I'm not shouting about a thing I haven't touched.
I'm like, cool, we won't put it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, why not? It's like, because I can't comfortably say buy this product if I haven't had it.
Exactly. 100%, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just do all this free advertising for me? Okay, what are we getting out of it? Nothing. Then no.
Or if I go like, can you get the stuff to me? It's quite often it's terrain, right? And they'll go, oh, can you shout about our terrain? And I've gone, can you send us the terrain? And they've gone, yeah. I'm like, when's it out? And they're like, next week. I'm like, I can't then, because it's going to get to me like a day or two before, and then I have to build and paint it to then show it off. And I've got the free terrain out of that, and that's great. But if I then turn around and say, I sent this and it was poo, like, we'll use it. If you want to buy it, but I'm not saying buy it, kind of thing. Or they go, oh, I'll send you our terrain, and I go, can you build it and paint it for us? So because I'm busy, and they go, no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool.
Thank you, Ram O'Clock, for $5. People in a shop who wait to hear the total and then start scrabbling around for their wallet or purse. Stop wasting my limited lunchtime, you twunts. Twunts is a great word. I found that. Yeah, people that want to pay for £27.36 worth of shopping with exact change. Fuck off.
I hate it when someone goes to the till, as someone who used to work in the shops, when they go to pay and they're on their phone talking to someone.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're buying a product and you've paid for it, and that's great and that whatever, but it's just rude.
I've had people on the phone to me, normally with like AirPods in or whatever, and they'll get to the checkout and I'll just go silent. And they're like, you still there? I'm like, yep, but you're dealing with the person. So deal with the person, because that's polite. Yeah. I could go on for fucking ages, quite honestly.
I'll go for a week.
Death Dog says, well, so what do you think of my videos? Definitely watch them all.
They're wonderful.
But yeah, I things where, to be fair, Rum O'Clock, things where people just aren't considerate of other people's time really fucking annoys me. It's where my hatred for voice notes comes from. If you're not considerate of other people's time, or my time, why would I be considerate of yours? Why would I give it to you, actually, if you're not considerate of it? It just fucking... The world is a bit too fast-paced, don't get me wrong, and we could all do with perhaps slowing down slightly and taking an extra breath here and there, but time is still one of the only finite things in the world. It's still precious. It's still something that we all want more of, and we're never going to get extra. So when someone wastes it or takes it up by doing something stupid or daft or annoying, I do get irritated. I do get grumpy. But hey. Anyway, we'll get back to the books when Joe gets back from his bathroom break. Yeah, for armies I use really useful boxes with magnet strips. Really useful boxes with Warmag is our go-to. Although I have got a great case from a Magnarak backpack from Battle Foam, and if you search Battle Foam and look at their Magnarak series, I really, really rate it. I rate it very, very highly. It is on the expensive end of army transportation. There is restrictions and limitations because of the size of what you can fit in Magnaraks, but it is. I've used it at multiple events and it's fucking great. It's really, really, really good. So check out them as well. There's many others, but Warmag on really useful boxes. You can get the big sheets from them that fit in the bottom of the really useful boxes, and you get different size trimmed magnet peelies, and you'll get them that will fit just inside a 32mm base, just inside a 40mm base, just inside a 50mm base, etc. I think they're fucking incredible. I think they're really, really good. I love those things. I really love those things. We're not sponsored by Warmag. We don't have an affiliate with them or anything. I think Mikey's got an affiliate with them, so you can maybe go find him and use his affiliate link so he gets something back. But they are top tier stuff, to be fair. But hey, Warmag magnets are great. They are, yeah. I use a Doctor's Bang for an army case. What the fuck's that? Kivisel Gang. Is that your carry case? Kivisel Gang. It's heavy as fuck.
The weird made up language that IKEA uses.
Yeah, Dave also says, had the issue with my old shower, watched a random YouTube video with like 200 views. It was exactly what was wrong with it, fixed it in 5 minutes. I believe that. Lehman says, thank you for the $2 by the way. He says, as someone who is dyslexic, I love voice notes. That's fine, you can love them. And just because I say I hate them doesn't mean that everyone has to hate them. But if you send me a voice note, I won't listen to it. Just so you know. You all know that now. Right? If anyone sends me a voice note, I just won't listen to it.
You're vibrating.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah.
We've had some problems, Joe, today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I've had to do some work, and you guys have probably seen me keep working whilst I'm on the show as well, because now I have to do 2 jobs at once, which is fine, which is why I'm so grateful I've got this wonderful man next to me talking me through a book, because I've had to do some stuff and things with Games Workshop today around orders and what have you, and it's been a bit of a pain, and now someone's phoning me.
Warmag magnets are great.
They are, yeah.
I like Warmag, although I have, over time, I've started buying magnets that are like a size smaller than the base I'm using.
Yeah.
Because
it fits in nicer.
It fits in nicer, because the ones when you buy like the exact size for that base, if you slightly cock up putting it in, it goes off like a weird angle. So, but also they're hella strong. They're really strong. They do what they're supposed to do, but the amount of times I've gone to take a model off of the tray, and it's just the model's just snapped off the base because the magnet's too strong. So what I've learned is you got to like slide the magnets sometimes to like you slide it to the edge kind of thing, because it won't just go straight. Which is great because you know that model's not going to break. You know.
Yeah.
I do now want to get more magnetic carry cases, but now I've been using the Green Stuff World carry cases.
No, dear.
They're really good. I know people have feelings about them.
Yeah, lots of people have feelings about them.
But they are cheap, right? And on a budget, like, you got to buy what you can afford.
Of course, yeah,
right?
I get it.
But my problem with them, I discovered, is the zip front goes all the way around, but you can't take the front all the way off. So when I was a Beachhead, like, the front was just flapping all over the place. It was super annoying. So what I want is one with a door now, is what I'm kind of looking at. Or one I did really like that I would like to get is one where the front just slides all the way out. So it's always open and there's nothing just like all over, like flapping anywhere. So that's the next kind of carry case I'm looking at.
Okay. We are looking at, I don't know if you've seen the ones that Toby's printed downstairs.
Yeah.
They slide out.
The one that he's printed is really, really good, but you need to increase the size. Because like they're really good for smaller armies. But if we're doing 1,000-point campaigns, then they're actually not bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a phone number from London constantly. It's the fourth time they've just tried to phone me in a while. Like, here's another fucking thing that winds me up, right? If you try and phone me and I don't answer and it goes to voicemail and it's important, leave a fucking voicemail.
Yeah.
I can get to that at some point later if it's important. Don't, when I go to voicemail because I'm currently busy doing something, hang up, phone again, hang up, phone again, hang up, phone again. Because now I just think you're a cunt and I'm definitely not going to answer the phone. Honest to God, people. Anyway, do you want to go back to the books, Jojo?
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all the members. We're currently on 62 members, which means we're 7 away from a magical number. More importantly, we're actually only 38 away from hitting 100 members, which would be amazing. We've got Brom back on stream tonight as well, so you can also throw loads of love at him. And he's bringing his 9th edition New Year, New Army that he's finally got ready to play with. So yeah, you can hang out with Brom later tonight, which is amazing. Go on, you can. If you read this out loud, it's better for the chat.
Oh yeah, they've got for the campaigns, the raid and ruin missions, you can have different mission parameters.
Yeah.
So when you muster your armies, some of the different rules are that they've put in is that you can only include a unit in your army if that unit has the faction keyword you chose for your army in setup, blah, blah. So there's no allies, I don't think. You have enough points remaining. Your army does not already contain one epic hero if that unit is an epic. So you can only have one epic hero in your army. So no multiple named characters. You can only include one unit in your army if your army does not already contain one unit with the same datasheet name as that unit, if that unit is a character, monster, and vehicle. So you can't have multiples of the same monster, character, or vehicle. So you're limited to one. Because it's only 1,000 points. 4 units of the same datasheet name as that unit, if that unit is battle line. So you can't have more than 4 battle line units of the same name. And 2 units with the same datasheet name. So basically, it's rule of 2, unless it's a monster, vehicle, or character, in which case it's a rule of 1, and no more than 1 epic hero, which I think is really good. And then you've got additional mission rules, where you've got plunder, where it's like the relic where you can move stuff around. You've got lurking reavers, so some units gain an ability where if it remains stationary, it cannot be targeted if it's over 18 inches away. So I think it might make the
like a weird low knob.
Yeah, so it makes the games last a bit longer. It's just a bit less lethal.
Which I guess is important if you're in smaller pointed games.
Yeah. There's additional stratagems. Warp Revenant. Any phase in the first battle round, 1 battle line unit from your army that was destroyed, you can target that unit with the stratagem. Add a new unit to your army identical to your destroyed unit in strategic reserves at its starting strength and with all its runes remaining. This stratagem cannot be used to return destroyed characters to attached units. Your command phase. 1 unit from your army that excluding units carrying an objective marker, vehicles other than walkers, and units with a characteristic of 0. Select 1 enemy unit within engagement range of that unit carrying an objective. That enemy unit is no longer carrying that objective marker, and your unit is now carrying it. It's called that strategy is called larceny. So you like steal the objective.
That's cool.
Really cool.
For a CP.
Yeah, hasty retreat where you can add D6 to your movement which is really good. So like objectives you can run around with, I quite like, because obviously it's a smaller game and you're like raiding facilities and things, which I really like. This might make a good stream game.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm prepared to give it a go.
And then there's mayhem missions.
Oh.
Right. Core concepts, new terms. Some rules refer to the active player. This simply means the player whose turn it is. Some rules refer to turn order. Turn order means the order in which players take their turns. Turn order is also used to determine the order in which players can use certain rules as described in this section. So roll off some rules have roll-offs, deployment abilities, okay, blah, blah, just all normal stuff. Fight phase, blah, blah.
Because of Dragons, thank you for becoming a Skull Team member. What a legend. What a hero. What a man. What a guy. Thank you, dude. Up to 63. 7 to go to get to 70. And there's 225 of you wonderful humans watching this right now. Importantly, though, only 115 people have liked it. So half of you think this is shit. That's a fact. Half of you think it's shit.
There's some new stratagems for Mayhem, right? Which, so in the Mayhem missions, you don't have fight first if you charge. You alternate attacking units like Age of Sigmar. So they've checked that. So they've got Traitorous Offensive, which fight phase just after an enemy unit has fought. One unit from your army that is eligible to fight and that has not been selected to fight, your unit fights next. So you could fight with your unit because you're the active player, and then you could have another unit fight immediately afterwards. So you have to pay to fight again. There's Parlay. I was reading this whilst you were talking. I'm a big fan of this one. I think this is for people. Your command phase, your warlord, you can parlay with one opponent by stating your requirements and offering one of the following: any number of CP, one or more reciprocal requirements. If your opponent accepts, you lose the number of CP offered, they gain the number of CP, or they commit to your requirements in exchange for a reciprocal requirement. If your opponent does not accept, your CP is refunded, if any were spent, but you still use the stratagem this phase. So if you're doing like a 3-way, you can't just go, oh, we're going to gang up on them. You can go, here's 4 CP, I want this. But they have to honour it.
Mm-hmm. What happens if they don't?
Well, then you get all your CP back, I guess.
It doesn't say that. He's lost
If
CP.
they spend the CP...
You're fucked.
Then you get it back. All right? Opportunistic volley. At the end of your opponent's movement phase, one unit from your army, excluding Titanic units, that is within 12 inches of one or more units. So this is the core rule, the core strats, but kind of replaced. They've just changed Overwatch to be 12 inches.
Which I think is better, if I'm honest. I don't like 24-inch Overwatch.
But it's only available in your opponent's movement phase.
I also think is better.
Not in the charge phase. Which I also think is better.
I think it's better.
Oh no, there's another one called Reactive Fusillade, which is charge phase within 24. That's interesting. So they've split Overwatch into 2 stratagems. So you can Overwatch a unit that's charging 24 inches away, charging someone else. So basically, they've given you 2 Overwatches, essentially. I feel like they're the wrong way round. I feel like the charging one should be 12 and the movement phase should be 24.
Spadam says, genuine, ask as missed the start. Is Liam okay? I don't know why you're asking, but no, not really. But don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Thank you all. Allo Snore. Thank you for the $5. You all talk about the new Crusade rules, right? I didn't know about the duplicate limit rules. I don't know what that is. Have we found that yet?
Yeah, I was talking. You're on your phone.
Sorry, I'm trying to deal with something pretty big.
So basically, this is because obviously they've said this is Incursion, so 1,000 points. Right?
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So
I remember now.
No more than 2. Battle line is 4. No, you can't duplicate characters, and you can't characters, monsters, or vehicles.
Okay, like a weird Highlander.
Yeah. And you can only have 1 epic hero.
Yeah, okay.
So
I remember you saying
3 Phoenix Lords.
I remember you saying. Sorry, Jai, I'm trying to deal with multiple things.
I'm just trying to... And then you got a bunch of missions in here. I'm looking for the 4-way.
Oh, yeah. It's like your Google search all over again, is it, Jay?
Yeah. There's a chance engagement, no deployment. See how that one's got colours on it? That one has no colours on it. You all start off the board. That's exciting. Here we are. A knife for every back, it's called. And those are deployments for for 3 ways.
I'm here for it.
So you kind of start, although you all start 18 inches away. I mean, measuring those deployment zones will be a little bit of a pig, but it does look doable.
Yeah.
And it means that like you're all in range of each other, although one person has a longer deployment. And I think the 4-way is obviously you start 20 inches away, like that. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's good.
Which you can get away with because it's 1,000 points. You're in a tinier. You've got less stuff to deploy.
Yeah. So that was. I think that's a good book. I think for a campaign book, that's really, really good. You've got. Which one's this one? I think this one's. You've got Lair of the Tyrant, which is the name of the thing, and that's just a storybook with pictures.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love a bit of extra narrative gumph.
What they've done though. I said they should have done this with the 10th edition codex.
Okay.
And they've done it with this book instead.
Right.
They've done the 9th edition Chaos Codex where you've got lots of hand-drawn, like black and white biro-y
Love it.
artwork, which I'm a big fan of. I hate that model though. That's the Executioner model from there. There's those books. And then you've got Lair of the Tyrant, Crucible of Champions. Oh, champion.
This is the custom champion stuff.
Yes.
This is probably the bit I'm most interested in personally.
Well, this is what I kind of want us to do, where we create our own channel characters. All we need to do is find someone who can 3D print our heads, and then we make like a model of ourselves.
New book smell. Oh. I'm into it. I don't need a 3D printed model of my own head. I can just take the catch and kernel that has the spare head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How to use these rules.
How to use these rules.
Each section in this book provides the rules for creating a unique character for your chosen faction called a Crucible Champion. Once you have chosen your faction, simply refer to a relevant section of the book where a step-to-step process will guide you through creating a custom datasheet for your Crucible Champion. You can create a copy of the template on page 64 and fill it out with your Crucible Champion's details as you go. Where's page 64? Oh, it's the last one. Looks like that. It's like the normal datasheet, but bigger. Choose an archetype. The archetype of you choose for your Crucible Champion forms the foundation of their datasheet. It includes the datasheet name, the Crucible Champion's profiles, abilities, and keywords. It also includes a points value, which can be modified in later steps. Choose a specialism. You'll now decide if you want a Crucible Champion to have a specialism. Each specialism describes an ability, and these can change your Crucible Champion's characteristics, abilities, keywords, or which units your Crucible Champion can be attached to. Any changes to your characteristics or keywords are a permanent change to your model's datasheet. These are not modifiers and do not follow the modifier sequence. Some also modify the points value of your Crucible Champion shown next to the specialism name. You don't have to choose a specialism for your Crucible Champion. You can choose to skip this step. Well, that's exciting. Choose an ability. Next, choose one or more abilities for your Crucible Champion from the option presented here. Some abilities modify the points value. Which choose weapons. Give it stuff. Finally, choose the weapons of your Crucible Champion as directed in your faction's rules. Each Crucible Champion must have at least one melee weapon, but can have more if you wish. Each weapon should be represented on your Crucible Champion's model, so WYSIWYG.
Melee.
Which I like.
I love the concept that you have to, it's basically saying you have to pick your weapons and model them.
Yeah.
You can't just change your mind each game and go, well, that's what he's got, isn't he?
Yeah, or if he's got no weapons on him, you can't just pretend that he's
I think this has got significantly worse in this edition where nothing has granular points costs. Everything kind of costs the same, where people go, oh, well, although I've got 2 heavy bolters, an autocannon, las cannon in my Havocs, las cannons are better, so they're all las cannons. I fucking hate that.
The first 2 weapons you choose for your Crucible champion do not modify their points value unless stated otherwise. Each subsequent weapon increases the points value of your Crucible champion by 5 points unless stated otherwise. Some weapons modify the points value of your Crucible champion by a fixed amount shown next to the weapon name. You've now built your Crucible champion datasheet. All your new Crucible champion needs now is a name.
I feel like this would have been a really cool little extra app that you could build characters with.
Yeah. So let's see if we can find... So we're in the Space Marine section, right? This is the first one. So, archetype, which you've got to pick. A champion of the chapter. Good God. And a librarius adept or a venerable battle brother. So you could have basically a generic hero who is a leader, has oath of moment, exemplar of battle once per turn. Whilst this model's unit is selected to shoot or fight, it can use ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, each time this model makes an attack, you can reroll the wound roll. And he can only join Tacticus, excluding character and fly, tactical squad. So he can join Primaris infantry, essentially. A librarian, he basically gives his unit sustained hits 1, and he can join the same. Or a venerable battle brother, who is Wisdom of the Ancients. Whilst a friendly Adeptus Astartes infantry unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time on that unit makes an attack roll, reroll the hit roll of 1, and he's a dreadnought. You can make a dreadnought character, right?
That's cool. That's good.
Cool. And then you can have a specialisms. Not all of them have a point stat. So you can give him a 4-up run, a conversion field, a heavy jump pack, and Mark 6 Gravis armor. So change this model's move characteristic to 10, its toughness value to 6, and its wounds characteristic to 5. Remove the Tacticus keyword and add jump pack and Gravis. It gains the deep strike ability, and replace the list of units this model can be attached to Inceptor squad.
Oh, not suppressors. Just Inceptors.
Just Inceptors, because he's Gravis.
Right. Suppressors, not Gravis.
You can give him a jump pack, infantry only, which obviously means that he gets move 12, gains fly and jump pack, but can only be attached to assault intercessor with jump packs, Vanguard veterans. I guess if you're Blood Angels, that means he can also join Sanguinary Guard.
Yeah, I just
because the rules for Sanguinary Guard is anyone that can join assault intercessors can join.
I'd assume so then.
You give him Gravis armor, which makes his move 5, but toughness 6. But he can only join Gravis units. There's a Phobos version that can only join Eliminators, Incursors, Infiltrators, Reaver squads, or Scout squads. A Raider pattern bike.
Oh. Bike characters.
So he can join Outriders, or you give him Terminator armor.
Who's this for?
This is for either a champion of the chapter or a librarian.
Librarian on bikes can come back.
Yeah.
Oh, Ravenwing will approve.
I mean, you could also make a cool chaplain on a bike, I guess, if you wanted to, or a tech.
But he already kind of exists, so the chaplain on a bike, don't he, to be fair?
Abilities. Choose one of the following abilities. Your model has that ability. Adamantium Will. Whilst his model is leading a unit, the unit has a 4 at Feel No Pain against psychic attacks.
This is all really cool.
OC. Blessing of the Omnissiah, infantry or mounted only. In your command phase, you can select one friendly Adeptus Astartes vehicle model within 3 inches of the model, and you can make a Gravis Tech Marine character for Iron Hands. Litany of Hate which costs 10 points, which gives his unit +1 to wound.
Chaplain.
Yeah, makes him a chaplain. Narthesium, or Narthesium, so you can return a model to the unit. So you can make a Gravis Apothecary, a bike Apothecary.
I want to know if we have something like that exists for Chaos or World Eaters, because then you can do a World Eaters Butcher Surgery.
Here's all the list of the weapons. Let's have a look. So there's Space Wolves, Black Templars,
Templar. Kevlar. Templar. Custodes.
Do you know what I've got at home?
An erection.
No, I take that with me. I have got at home is a Traplin Dreadnought.
A Traplin Dreadnought.
A Traplin.
A Traplin Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Who's he Traplin?
He's Trap King.
Okay.
All right. So I could do a Black Templars Chaplain Dreadnought.
You could.
Which would be cool. What are we talking about? What's that? Custodes, Sister Sororitas, Admech, Imperial Agents. Oh, that's cool. You could make a Death Watch agent, an Enthroned agent. Oh, they did. What was his name? Inquisitor.
Kamenov? The guy at the seat?
Yeah, there was a guy in a big seat, wasn't he?
Yeah.
A Martial agent, which I'm guessing is like an assassin. Guard. A Sentinel commander, an augmented Boned. So an Ogryn or a frontline commander. Hang on. Where are we? Grey Knights, lol.
Lol.
Right, Chaos Space Marines, Exalted Champion, Sorceress Champion, a Soul Forged Tyrant, mounted character, Demon, Hellstalker. So you could make a character on a Demon Engine. Karamazov.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So Chaos Space Marines, you could have a Bike Lord, essentially, Demon Host, so he moves 9, has a 5-up invuln and the Demon keyword. You can give him a jump pack, 4-up invuln. Abilities, Demon King, so you can add on to advance and charge. You can make him a Dark Apostle with +1 to wound. You can make a Lord of Chaos, so he does stratagems for cheaper. Master of Mechanism, so you can fix vehicles or prescience. Each time one makes attacks, subtracts 1 from... Oh, a -1 to be hit. And then you have selection of weapons. World Eaters.
Butcher Surgeon?
Butcher Lord. Reroll charge rolls, can join Berserkers.
Oh, that's already fucking great.
A generic Foot Lord.
Who can give you reroll charges?
Yeah.
Go on, World Eaters. Are these usable in competitive?
You could say we could run events where you allow them. It does say at the start that you can have them in competitive events.
I want to know if Games Workshop are going to let them in competitive events. I want to know if the ITC will let them. A World Eaters Chaos Lord that can join Berserkers would give them reroll charges.
An 8 Blessed Lord.
Ooh, a generic 8-bound character.
10. Mounted. So he must be on a pig. He's a Juggalo Lord.
Oh, he's a Pig Lord.
Add 2 to charge rolls for this Lord. This model is equipped with 1 bladed horn in addition to weapons used in chapters. Yeah,
So he's a Pig Lord.
He's a Pig Lord. He could join Berserkers. Or a Blood Cult Champion. He can join Jackals.
Oh.
Models in this unit have an invulnerable save characteristic of 5+. So he's like a cool little helper man for your dweebs. Augmented Legs, Blood Cult Champion only, has move characteristic of 9.
Yeah, that makes him a...
Makes him a Goremonger.
Yeah.
Demon Heart, Butcher Lord or 8 Blessed Lord only, change the model's move characteristic to 10, add the Demon keyword, replace the list of units he can join is 8-bound or Exalted 8-bound.
What?
The next one, it makes me laugh. Because you have none of these units. A jump pack. Butcher Lord only. Change the move characteristic of the model to 12. It loses the leader ability, add fly and jump pack keywords, and it gains the deep strike and lone operative ability.
Okay, I don't hate it now.
I don't hate it because now he gains lone op.
Yeah, I don't hate it now.
But it's also hilarious because you have no jump character units.
Yeah. But you could take a Chaos Lord on jump pack and you could convert him.
Yeah.
Corn head,
we'll
corn
find out
shoulder
what
pads.
weapons we can give him in a minute, actually, because you could make a pretty dirty low-knock character.
Well, you could, yeah.
Or Terminator armor. But it does give you a character that can join Terminators.
Which we currently don't have.
You've got Terminators.
We don't have a character that can join them, though. Well, you don't.
Weapons you can give them. Choose the weapons your model is equipped with. Up to 1 range weapon, up to 2 pistols, up to 2 melee weapons.
Melee.
The first weapon sounds incredible. A blood harpoon.
Oh.
Assault, sustained hits D3, 1 shot, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. Combi bolter, combi weapon, heavy flamer. Sounds exciting. Reaper autocannon. I'm guessing that's the term. I mean, anyone can take that. You could have a guy on a juggalo with a Reaper autocannon. Pistols, auto pistol, bolt pistol, plasma pistol. Melee weapons, melee. Not as many of them are AP 2 damage 2 as I thought, but most of them are damage 2. Power weapon, a cursed weapon, axe of dismemberment, which is the Master Execution's weapon, bladed horn, chain blades, chain fist, close combat weapon, demon hammer, so a thunder hammer, exalted chain blade, which is a 7 attack chainsword, basically, it's strength 6, corner viscerator, mauler chain blade, which is a bit poo, paired manglers, power fist, skull smasher, and mangler.
The manglers are skull smasher, and the other one, it's all jackal weapons. That's why they're a bit poo.
Abilities. Melee weapons equipped by get the devastating, excluding devastating wounds weapons, have anti-monster 4+ and anti-vehicle 4+. Forwards for blood. While the model is leading a unit, can re-roll advance rolls for that unit, and each time model makes a blood surge move, you can re-roll the d6.
Ooh.
Lord of Slaughter, once per battle, one you from can get basically stratagems for 0. Each time an attack made by this unit destroys an enemy unit, roll a d6 and a 4+, you gain 1 CP. And then the other one is Rage Eternal. Each model in this, while this model is leading a unit, in your command phase, you can return 1 destroyed bodyguard model to that unit. So you could create a blood surgeon.
Yes, that model in the Huron kit has got a use.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm into it.
Thousand Suns, you can just make a bunch of wizards.
Wizard lizards.
Death Guard.
Is it every faction, Joe?
It is every faction. Oh, Emperor's Children. I do want to read this one.
Okay, but I'm tired and all the members have stopped. So.
An Excruciator.
Excuse me, we'll probably stop soon. I've got stuff to do.
Oh, that's fucking shit. Already disappointed. In your shooting phase, after this model has shot, if an enemy unit was hit by one or more of those attacks, until the end of the phase, add 1 to charge rolls made for this unit. He could join Infractors, Noise Marines, and Tormentors. That's already shit. I don't like him. Champion of Excess. Once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, this model can use his ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, add 3 to the attack characteristic of melee weapons equipped by this model and improve the armor penetration. Oh, he's just a Lord of Excess. And a Flawless Champion.
Someone who can join Flawless Blades?
Melee weapons equipped by this model have the Precision ability. He's just a Flawless Blade leader. It's got a very short list of fucking helpful abilities. Specialisms, 2. This model has the Infiltrators and Scouts abilities, and the other one is Terminator armor. So you can have a Terminator character, which is cool. Abilities.
It's a bit shit, Joe, I'll be honest. Compared to what we just read for World Eaters and even Space Marines, this is a bit naff.
This is shit.
It's really naff. They don't like your Emperor's Children, do they?
They really don't. And there's a Chaos Demons ones, which is cool. So you can make a demon, a Charioteer, an Immortal Champion, which is a Greater Demon, and a Demonic Herald. Well, that's exciting for them.
For the most part, though. Oh, Eldar.
There is Eldar, Craft World War Leader, so an Autarch, a Sky Runner.
A Skyrunner Autarch?
And he can only join Wind Riders, boo. Or a Ghost Warrior. Move 8 T. That's a fucking Wraith
Lord.
Lord, yeah.
T8 or 9?
T10.
Yeah, Wraith
Wraith
Lord.
2 up, yeah.
Wraith Lord.
You can basically... Oh, okay. So you give one a chameleon cloak, which is infantry only. He could join Rangers. Corsair Raider, infantry only. Add Anrathi keyword, and he can join Void Scarred units. Heavy Aspect Armor, infantry only. Make a save of 3+, and he can join Dark Reapers, Dire Avengers, Fire Dragons, Howling Banshees, or Striking Scorpions. Path of the Witch, he gets the Psychic keyword. Skyrunner's Heavy Aspect Armor, mounted only, gets a 3+ save and can join Shining Spears. Or Wayleaper's Heavy Aspect Armor, infantry only, moves 14, can join Swooping Hawks or Warp Spiders. Abilities, Psyker, each time model in this unit makes the attack, add 1 to the hit roll, so he gives his unit +1 to hit. Outcast, infantry and mounted Moloney, he has Lone Op, so you gotta make a cool Lone Op character.
I'm into it.
Superlative Strategist, it can re-roll advanced rolls for this unit and can re-roll any rolls for performing an agile maneuver. And then Warden of Fate, each time a range attack targets this unit, it counts as being in cover. And then basically you have access to every weapon in
The universe.
That's
cool.
I like it a lot.
It's good. This is cool, actually. We won't go through too many of them because it's.
I think.
it's
Oh,
boring.
there's Tyranids ones. You talk to the people. I'm going to read the Tyranids one. A node organism, a prime organism. That's me.
A prime organism.
I'm a prime.
You are
organism.
prime. You are peak.
And then a macro organism. I'm not one of them because they're really small, aren't they? Macros. A teeny weeny one.
let's
Although
see.
hilariously, a macro organism is toughness 10 with 14 wounds.
Yeah, it's because macro is bigger.
Is it?
Micro is smaller.
Micro.
Macro is bigger.
But when you say, I'm counting my macros, that's like...
That's
the
a
little
different
bits.
a different version
It's a different version of something that's massive.
of the same name thing.
I'm
Things
so-
you can have multiple names for different things, Jay.
I am aware.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, not
you
all
can
of them are racial slurs. Yeah, macro's big, micro small.
So you can make your own monstrous creature.
You can. What can it lead?
Nothing. But
Oh.
he can heal himself D3.
Cool, I'm into it. Sounds good. Honestly speaking, chat, I don't know what you guys think. If you have thoughts, you can stick them on postcards, but I'm going to end the show pretty soon because I've got a lot to do before this evening. But let me know what you guys think of this. I think this whole book pack, I am really positive about it. I like it a lot. I think the custom missions, the campaign rules, the way it sets the campaign up, the ability to play 3-player, 4-player, is very, very good. My only criticism is that we should have had this right from the start. Build your own character stuff is cool as shit. This is a way of plugging the big gap that existed before when they were like, well, we don't have this character or that character, we'll just get rid of them. Like, no, let people still make them. Because what I've never understood is, right, for a lot of people, if they're kit bashing their own librarian on a bike, 9 times out of 10, they're at the very least picking up 2 kits to do it.
Yeah.
If not, maybe 3 or 4. And I just feel like giving people characters to kit bash from Games Workshop is just almost a license to print some money, because you'll be like, well, I want this guy to look special because he's my Lord or Wraith Lord, he's my leader Wraith Lord, or he's my, and they just and in the end they don't, and then they don't let you do it, and then people will go, I could buy a Wraith Lord kit, cool, and I'll build a Wraith Lord, but how do I make sure people know he's the leader? I want to add bits to it.
Yeah.
Where do I get those bits from? Different fucking boxes, right?
So, like, if you've been playing Warhammer for a long time, or even to be fair, if you've started collecting, right, and you've bought your first 2,000 point army, you are going to have loads of spare pieces, loads of spare bits.
Those things you can use them on.
Yeah, and like new players are often the most inventive.
They are, yeah.
Because they're like, well, I like Space Marines and I've got loads of swords. This guy's got 4 swords, you know?
Yeah. He's a Space Marine Swarm Lord.
Yeah, it's like, I think...
I also find they care a little bit less about being like fully, truly narrative compliant.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, no, and you'll get people going, we won't live up in the law. They're like, well, I fucking don't care. He has. And I like that. I kind of like that freedom a little bit, like where people don't go, well, never up in the narrative. They go, I think it looks cool, so I've made it.
Yeah.
I'm a
But
fan
like
of that.
those people that say, "Oh, that never happened in a narrative," will be like, "Well, I've got this this Chaos Space Marine who's got an Eldar gun and an Eldar sword and a Tyranid sword because those three things happened once in three different books once to this one very specific moment." My guy's got all of them because that's the best loadout.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's really positive. Obviously, we stopped halfway through for a bit of a rant, but I think more of these things I would very much welcome from G-Dubs. Importantly, though, what makes me sad is the campaign. Like, and I very much agree with Joe here. The campaign looks really fucking cool. The missions look cool. The ideas look cool. The ability to go and now think about kit bashing my own custom Autark on a bike, for example, super fucking cool.
It means
but I really need this to run through 11th.
Yeah. What I would like them to do is add that character building ability to the app,
Agree.
right? Along with Legends, because it's easy to put the Legend stuff in, and you could just hide it, unhide it, right? That's something that they've made available in the AOS app, because there's times when I want to run Legends units and it's just a faff. I'm like, oh, it's too much effort. I can't bother.
It's a pain in the ass.
Right?
Massive pain in the ass.
But like, I'd love to be able to write an army list and be like, oh, I've made a Chaplain Dreadnought. I want to bring him in my army for this stream. Because we can go, there's the ability to go every stream, I've created this character, I want to run them in this game. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful. Someone says, where is it? Really hope this will be a test for 11th edition characters. I don't know if I think it will be a generic 11th edition rule, but I'd like it to be something that stays. I'd like it to be something that people can take in ITC events, and as long as they've pointed it correctly, I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah.
It does. There is a lot of shifting that happens when suddenly all these extra units can be led that previously couldn't be led. But I think this is mad positive, actually.
Yeah.
And I think they've done a really nice job. And I really like the artwork. I really like the books. I like the box set. I never love soft cover books. That's a bit like, but you know,
But it makes
I'm being fussy.
It makes it by going soft cover, it does make the overall cost cheaper.
It does, and I'm being fussy.
And lighter as well.
Yeah.
Because if this sleeve would have to be twice the thickness if it was all hardback, but obviously it increases the weight, so transport becomes a thing, shipping becomes a thing.
I think I've done an incredible job.
Yeah.
I really do. So anyway,
more of that.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely.
Right.
And we'll see if we can bring some of it to the channel in the future.
I'd like to see codexes go down this route.
I would love to have a lore insert, a narrative insert, and then your main codex insert.
Yeah.
So when you go to an event, you can just take the one book.
Yeah.
That being said, they would need to be up to date.
So in Age of Sigmar, they do a limited edition codex, a limited edition battle tome, a normal battle tome, and a collector's battle tome.
They do, yeah.
Right? And the collector's version is a small version of your battle tome, but it also comes with all the cards and widgets and stuff.
Yeah.
So for 40k, I'd like to see the same.
Yeah.
So a rule book, a narrative book, and maybe a slip that has your cards in it and like some widgets and objective markers, because that would be really, really cool, and I think that would sell.
Yeah. Talking about selling, etc., there is also an article that went up on Warcom. Thank you for Kazarian, who tagged me in chat and said it's happened. A brand new giveaway Games Workshop are doing. So you could win a Captain Titus versus Huron Blackheart face-off combat patrol bundle. Captain Titus, Huron Blackheart, two legendary leaders, each with an army of dedicated champions at their backs, busy with their own campaigns halfway across the galaxy from each other. But what if they weren't? What if you could decide who'd win in a head-to-head clash? Scratch that. What if you could win a bucket load of miniatures so you and a friend could fight it out yourselves and decide once and for all who beats who? The Master of the Watch or the Master of the Maelstrom? Sounds like a good time for a competition. we're giving away 10 Combat Patrol combo sets, and to be in with a chance to win, all you need to do is sign up for our email mailing list and log into your My Warhammer account by the 10th of March. It's that easy. Have both these things sorted and you'll be entered into a draw from which we'll pick 10 winners at random to receive Combat Patrol Space Marines, Captain Titan and Titus and the Wardens of Ultramar, Combat Patrol Chaos Space Marines, Huron Blackheart and Masters of the Maelstrom. If you're already getting our emails, thanks. You'll still need to opt into the competition, so keep an eye on your inbox to find out how, but are fully welcome to join in too and see if you'll be the one to pick Captain Titus and Blackheart against each other. It is a competition, so terms and conditions will apply. No surprises there. We'll pick the winners the day after entries close and notify you by email if you're one of the lucky 10. So keep an eye on those inboxes. You should be looking anyway to read all of the cool content we'll be sending you, right? You've got news updates, pre-order announcements, and a bunch of other things that any Warhammer fan will want to know, so it's already worth your while. Enter the competition now by signing up to the mailing list and make sure you log into my Warhammer account. So, that's cool. The fact that you get both the Huron box, the Titus box, and 2 combat patrols is a reasonably sized giveaway, to be fair.
Yeah. Because the Dragon says, for a fool's hope, but maybe GW will go no codexes for 11th, all digital. I
think that is a fool's hope, I'll be honest.
I don't want that to happen.
I
love the physical copy. I love the books. I love them a lot. Obviously, the constant changing to rules is a ball ache, and that's what the app's for. But when I start collecting an army, or my army is getting its update, and a new codex is coming out, I love receiving and holding the physical book in my hands and reading the lore and looking at all the data shit, because I learn a lot better from reading from a book than off of a tablet. I hate reading off tablets. And there's something nostalgic about it, maybe for an older generation. But like, I remember as a kid constantly just rereading codexes and magazines and stuff. Like, if you bought a new computer game, it always came with a little booklet inside. So if you're on the drive home, just reading the instructions.
Yeah.
Or I used to buy loads of CDs when I was younger. So you'd have the little booklet that comes in the CD that has like the making of the album and like all of the lyrics to every song in the book on the CD or whatever. Like, I love having a codex. I love having physical things like this to read, because I feel like going all digital is really, it's like it takes the kind of soul out of the game.
Yeah.
The game is a physical thing that we play, and we go to events and we go to our friends' houses. Carrying lots of books is annoying, but it's a physical game, and like removing a part of it into the digital world, I feel takes away from the nature of what it is.
I think it needs to evolve slightly, because I don't think it currently works in its.
They need to sell digital versions.
Yeah, I think it needs a reform of slight, because I don't think. But I'm a person who, much like you, I'd rather have the book. But that's because I like, and I read the narrative in it.
I have the books on my shelf.
Yeah,
I like how
I've got like 6 editions of Eldar Codex.
Yeah, and I think, like, I've got old codexes and stuff on my shelves. I would just, if I'm waiting for something to dry, I'll just pick it up and just flick through it and look at the pictures. And there's something quite nice about that, because I'm not picking up my phone to watch reels or something whilst I'm waiting. I'm actually holding and reading a physical thing.
Keeping it reels.
And I think that's important. Like, what I would like to see is that they give you the option to buy the codex through the app. Like, because there's codexes that I don't want to own, but if I'm thinking about starting an army and the codex has been out for ages, I can go, I'm thinking about doing Gene Stealer Cult, but I want to read the rules first. I'll buy the codex off the app for 15 quid or whatever.
I agree with Jay. If you're watching Games Workshop, I agree with Jay.
Yeah.
You need to make some changes. Anyway, we're 2 hours in. Thank you so much for hanging out, you wonderful people. We did end on 63 members. Boo. And less than £50 in super chats, Jay. You got some work to do tonight with Brom. Luckily, you'll be on air long enough to catch the members.
Well, Brom is learning to play Thousand Suns tonight, so So we won't have to restart a new stream for Liam and Joe's show on Thursday because we'll still be live.
Yeah, he's learning Thousand Suns. This is his New Year, New Army from, I think, 9th edition.
Yeah.
And then life got in the way and children and what have you. But he's finally got to a point where he can feel 2,000 points of it, I think. And he's very excited about coming and playing tonight. The last 2 times he came back on the channel, I played him. But tonight is a football game for Saints, and I'm going to that. So he's going to play with you, and Tom's on the deck. So you can look forward to that tonight. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. On tomorrow night, we've got the Warhammer show at 7:30. It's going to probably be the last one from my house for a while, only because then Hobby House opens and I'll likely be here, unless Wednesdays are quite quiet and I can leave Toby and Dan in charge and go home and do my show at home, but who knows. Then on Thursday, we've got another Liam and Joe show at 1:30. We'll be sat at the table building some models, is the plan, at least at the moment anyway, as long as Joe turns up. And then in the evening, there's another live game of Warhammer to 40k, and I think it's Paddy versus Adam, and you're on the deck.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Paddy and Adam.
All I know is I'm getting Mexico. It's Adam.
Yeah, and Paddy's here, so
yeah.
and he'll finally bring our microphone clip back as well.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah, well, so we have to use that bastardized one where it flops around on Tom all the time. So there you go. There's that stuff to look forward to over the course of the week. Obviously, Friday then is After Dark at the new time because of all the changes that are going on at the moment with the shop, etc. At the new time of 7:30. All the shows this week now on the evenings are 7:30. It's the same every single day. I think that is everything. You're all amazing people. It's a shame we couldn't at least get to 70 members, but thank you so much for 63. I appreciate you all. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day, and then you get ready, cozy up in front of the TV for a nice game of Thousand Suns versus Elder Harlequins.
I'm running. I was going to try and run pure Harlequins, but we don't have enough Harlequins, so it's Harlequins with some Banshees.
Yeah, basically Harlequins. It's predominantly Harlequins. So you can look forward to that. You're all amazing human beings. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, have a wonderful time.